It's your boy Indian Guru in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our special. Yes, for the first time, we are making a video. It is actually a little special, but let me not just waste your time because this video is all about the fall and rise of the assassin Nicolas Pepe. Well, you would have asked me why isn't the name Rise and Fall? Why is it Fall and Rise? Because the problem is we know how he rose to fame in the whole of Europe last season. We know what he's done. He's got some 20 odd goals and he's got 12 odd assists to his name. But why does that right winger is actually having a problem playing in a Premier League? Do you think that league is the problem? I believe the whole and sole issue is him not receiving the luxury of getting the balls as what Aubameyang is receiving. Well, more on this. We'll keep the video as short as possible because I think I've got to be straight to the point, and let's just jump right into the points. Well, the problem is that Pepe is struggling. There are many reasons for that. The first reason is that Unai Emery playing a 4-3-3 formation but playing three defensive midfielders. Well, the problem is that when you have a figure like Pepe, when you have inside cutting winger who cuts in a lot, when you have him, you need on the right hand side you need three people to work with Pepe, or it could be the fourth one, but it could be a little difficult. Now, when you talk about Liverpool, okay, Salah and Mane, they receive most of their balls from Trent Alexander-Arnold or Andy Robertson. That means their fullbacks are well versatile enough to get the either sides of the wingers ready for an attack. Okay, so they know that somebody is going to serve them the ball at the very great position, probably in the attacking third of the opposition. That means you're almost eliminating seven of the opposition's opponents with one single long ball. But if that's not happening, as per we know, we are struggling with our fullback position. We know Kolasinac was at one end, and Ainsley, as I call him, Painsley Maitland-Niles. We were stuck with them, but right now we know that we have the luxury of playing Chambers as a fullback on the right hand side. On the left, we believe that after this international break, we are supposed to see Kieran Tierney also on that left hand side. We know that he can definitely whip in the ball for Aubameyang, but to make sure that Pepe is working really well with Arsenal's, it doesn't matter, irrespective of the league that he's playing in, if he needs to have on the right hand side the full back support and definitely a central midfielder who is definitely feeding him the ball, who's getting him those through balls. Now, if you're going to tell me that Mesut Ozil could have been a very good player, no, no. I am looking at certain player like a fullback working well. I think Ainsley Maitland-Niles did not work well with Pepe. Okay, if Ainsley has reached much more wider position while attacking inside the opposition's penalty box, if he has reached, his whole and soul plan is not making sure that Pepe is serve the ball but crossing the ball. So Ainsley is definitely not the kind of player that you want as a fullback when you're playing Pepe. So what should be the ideal thing when Pepe is playing? What should Arsenal actually do? Well, let's talk about it. Let's actually talk about it. Ozil, Lacazette, Bellerin could really change a lot. Regardless of all that, he needs to, Pepe needs to find a way to thrive on his own at this point. It's hard, but still, the manager doesn't seem to have a clue. It looks like it, but let's see. Let's see. The Pepe side, the problem is that once I think Zeki Celik, you know, if in Lille it was Celik, and definitely I think from the other end either it was Leo, Remy, Ikone, or Bamba. So these players all were linking up well. Okay, Arsenal's link-up play. If Lacazette, Guendouzi, Ozil, and Aubameyang all four are on the pitch. Even one counter attack can definitely be lethal because these guys have been working together as a lethal combination. But if you want to include Pepe in that combination, he needs to find the other players much more in a versatile position. Well, even if you see, there are very marked differences in Pepe's initial play with Arsenal, and his season heat map is also different. At Lille, Ikone and Bamba would take up those positions, like the certain important positions, which is whole and soul. Pepe was supposed to feed in the ball to them, but there is nobody making the runs along with Pepe on the central aspect. Aubameyang is way forward. Yeah. So I think the problem is that I think The major issue is that I don't think so there is anybody who is actually feeding the ball to Pepe right now, and that is the only reason why. And if you ask me that if you have got him on the squad, and he could also provide assists, so he also should have been one of the feeders. I believe apart from his finishing, I don't think so. Pepe has, as an Arsenal fan, he has not disappointed me at all. Definitely not. I have seen his gameplay. I've seen his videos when he was at Leo, and I've seen his gameplay during the minutes that he's played at Arsenal. I'm not disappointed at all. All I'm saying is that if you want to make him effective, obviously in a counter attack he's very good. He makes those forward runs, but the problem is he needs support on the other sides as well. When we see Pepe is making a good run, even against Liverpool, Aubameyang, no, there was a chance, but Aubameyang did not take it against Liverpool. But no, we did not take our better chances. But you need to understand if you're bringing a figure like Pepe, you need to have another forward actually making those forward runs to link up with Pepe, or make sure your full back and another midfielder from that right midfielder is definitely working well with Pepe. I believe that could be the decisive thing, which is not happening, and that is the reason why Pepe is struggling. And I know this guy is lethal, and as an assassin, I want him to rise rise from the fall that he has taken. But I know that I'm definitely behind him, no matter what happens. Well, this was information that I wanted to give you guys through this video. If you liked it, definitely subscribe and be a part of this community. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers.